Hello, welcome to the stream, Welsh, with such a wonderful entrance with late in all caps. You forgot the exclamation point. How are you all doing today? Hope it is a wonderful day. I'm really excited to play some Pokemon tonight. I have no idea, truly, I have no idea what we're playing tonight. I just want to look at some of the decks from the weekend and we'll go from there. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Chat, happy December. I'm really sad. I was so ready for December 1st to be wearing a nice like Santa hat. But my Santa hat hasn't come in. I think it's supposed to be here on Thursday. I ordered the Pikachu one from Pokémon Center, but it's not here yet, and I'm so sad about it. But welcome to the stream. Also happy Cyber Monday. Did anyone buy anything from Cyber Monday or Black Friday? I did not. Oh, that's so zoomed in. Wait, why is that so zoomed in? I know actually why this is so zoomed in. It was from a video I was working on that I needed it zoomed in. I feel like you're missing like half the page. There we go. All right. Just to show you what I was going to be wearing. The new Pokemon Center stuff, they came out with a Safari Ball. I hate that the wand company balls are so expensive. I say they're expensive. They're $100. That's, I mean, I guess a decent price for like the level of like craftsmanship put into these, but it's a ball. It's a circle. It's a cylinder. Cylinder? No, it's not a cylinder. It's a sphere. Cylinder is very different. But I want all of these so badly, but the fact that they're like $100 is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. But these are really cool. They just came out with the Safari Ball, which is really cool. I also want I really want the Cherish Ball. I think if I was to only get one of these, I think I would want to get the Cherish Ball. Look, a cylinder, a sphere, they're basically the same thing. The fact that the Master Ball, the Dive Ball, and the Moon Ball are the three that are sold out is like, the Master Ball makes sense. Why is the Dive Ball and the Moon Ball sold out? What's going on with that? But yeah, if I was only to get one of these, it would probably be either the Cherish Ball or maybe the Quick Ball. I do love a Quick Ball. I do love a Quick Ball.
Expecto subscribo!
Emerson with the resub.
78 months of being trapped in a basement. Happy Thanksgiving, Wiz-Stu love, Wiz-Stu love.
For sure. Low quantity to begin with, maybe actually. Probably for Master Ball, because it's the Master Ball, probably sold out. The other two, yeah, probably because of low quality. Thank you so much for the resub, Emerson. Tier 2 for 78 months on a 78-month streak. For those of you who might be new here, Emerson was the very first person to subscribe to me on Twitch. So it's a 78-month streak for 78 months, which means I have been streaming for 78 months. That's crazy. Okay, sorry. I was like, did the music stop? No, I just couldn't hear. I came here to pull up the holiday stuff. That's the only reason I'm on Pokemon Center, and then we're actually going to look at stuff. This is the hat I ordered. It just hasn't come in yet. But, like, look how cute that is. Look how stinking cute that is. I also have an Eevee one as well. I only didn't go with the Eevee one because it's green. And even though I do really love the color green, I feel like if it's a Christmas Santa hat, I should probably get the one that's red. I don't know how I feel about the fact that it like sticks straight up and doesn't like bend over a little bit. Don't take that out of context. Yeah. Love Pokemon. I spend too much money on Pokemon Center. I'll tell you that, Mark. I spend too much money at this place. Mostly on TCG stuff. Which is where I did manage to get a pre-order for For the first time in a long time, I actually managed to snag a pre-order. This was like a couple weeks ago. Got the pre-order for Ascended Heroes, which I'm really excited about this. Very excited to open this up. But yeah, the amount that I spend on just random stuff here. I wish I lived in a climate where I could get away with wearing long sleeves, because I would buy so many like this. I love this Christmas cardigan, but I'm like, I would only wear it for like a week out of the year. Pre-orders are so difficult. That's why I was like, I managed to get in for once. I must never snag them. Stellar Crown Box being sold out. I have 2 sitting in your room. I mean, these things sell out so quickly, and they aren't printing them fast enough to restock them, and they restock them in like small waves, and it's rough. I need people to I need Pokemon card market to drop. I don't know what we're playing tonight. We're gonna look at that next. I got very distracted just talking about Santa hats. Be very awkward going through doors, right? You're just gonna hit the top of the hat. Maybe it folds over. Maybe they just did that for the photos of it all. I have a Rogue Rocket box. So I don't even want to open. Wait, Rogue Rocket? I'm gonna sound really stupid here. Is that an old set? Or are you talking about the Destined Rivals box? I might be dumb, or it might be like a specialized one. Wait, tell me more specific what you're talking about. I wish we had more cold weather too. I wish. I love cold weather. Destined Rival autocorrected. That makes sense. Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals has some really fun hits in it. But definitely understand the should I open it or should I keep it sealed of it all. But I got my chase card out of Destined Rivals, which is in one of the boxes next to me, because I immediately put it into the deck I was playing, which was this Ethan's Adventure card. This was my chase from the set, and I pulled it at NAIC, and it was a very cool one. I did. I haven't played the Typhlosion deck in forever, but you've been running Paldean Tauros. I love that. All right, so over the weekend, we had the first regional of Phantasmal Flames. So finally getting to actually see how we've had an idea of what cards are going to be good, what decks are still going to be at the top tables. But actually getting to see it, I am so surprised that this Charizard deck is so full. I didn't get to watch many games over the weekend, but the fact that this is Charizard with a Noctowl engine, also with Pidgeot, also with Dusk Noir, and 2 Terrapago. I'm like, how did you manage to always like set up? I don't know, but I'm impressed. I mean, I guess as long as you get out the Terrapagos and the Hoot Hoots, you can start pulling stuff, but neither here nor there. But still very impressed. Probably won't be playing around with this at all, just because honestly, I don't really care too much about Charizard decks. My total Pokemon net worth, according to TCG Player and eBay online sales, of about $6,000, which is nice considering most of it's from deals and hits. That is really cool. You've also pulled a lot of really cool slash expensive Charizard cards. So that's really cool. I am someone, I don't keep anything sealed. I open literally everything that I get, because I kind of just, it's good to make little YouTube shorts out of it, but also I just enjoy the I enjoy opening stuff. We also had multiple Goldangos make top 8, and I was already looking at these lists earlier. Of these 3 lists, this one is not running a single I actually want to look. It is not running a single Cornerstone tech other than Solrock and like Monkey Door. But Monkey Door you can never attack because there's, oh shoot, I opened it too many times. I thought it was just wasn't opening, but I opened that tab 3 times. It's not running Psychic Energy, so this Monkey Door is never attacking, so it's just to move energy. So their Cornerstone tech is just Solrock. And so I very much want to figure out how they made it to 3rd place. Like, how did you... Okay, they lost against... they lost against the Cornerstone person. And they just got very fortunate in not matching up into anything that runs Cornerstone. Like, yeah, Absolbox, if you're not running a Cornerstone tech, is just an auto loss. They got very fortunate in there to not hit that. And then they got the buy. They went to that. Okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, they had no Cornerstone tech, which I hate that we have to tech for Cornerstone. This one was playing the Mega Mall Wall. Basically, what I was going to point out here is that none of the 3 Goldango decks that made it to top 8, none of them played the low punny. None of them played low punny, which is interesting. I was expecting that. Also, the fact that a Joltik Dango made it makes me sad. Which, I mean, I guess this deck is going to just do better in best of 3 than it does in best of 1, just because if the deck bricks, it's bad. But in a best of 3, you can bounce back with it pretty good. Except those, 3 packs you mentioned a few times was really going to be a video you talk. Oh, that's true. That's true. So I had bought 8 packs of, I can't even remember what set it was. But it was the set that kind of focused on, like, Legends Arceus. I'm blanking on what the name of the set was. Pokemon Sword and Shield. TCG sets. What was the set? Astral Radiance. It was Astral Radiance. But then Tyler opened the packs when he thought I was never going to do anything with it. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll open the packs then. And I opened the packs and did record it for a video, but there was like nothing in them. And then I can't remember. It was before I was doing the daily shorts. This was probably like 4 or 5 months ago. So, a couple more Dangos, all making it to 13th, 14th, and 15th. How did they do? Were they playing Bunny? No, they were playing Hops Cramorant, and also not a Cornerstone tech. I mean, I guess you could argue Hops is a Cornerstone tech. I'm opening up too many tabs and my computer doesn't like it. Okay, this one, finally one running Mega Lopunny, but also running the Cramorant. I think the Cramorant, though, is mainly for the mirror, allowing you to keep like a single board state and deal with the mirror. And then this one's running Mega Mawile. So yes, it seems like Mega Mawile seems to be the favored success for Goldango, which makes sense. It's quicker to... or it's less liable to get knocked out when you bench it, whereas for... And we've seen it ourselves. We have benched the Baneri, and it's been killed before we were able to actually do anything with it, before we were able to evolve it. So I can kind of see why the Mega Mawile of it all is tending to do better. Also the fact that a Dragapult Blaziken, that's crazy. I actually haven't looked at this deck at all. 2 of them made it to day 2. One of them, or at least two of them of this specific 60. I know the Blaziken just allows you to recover energy. I mean, how much is that worth it? What is the Blaziken's actual attack? 200 damage? That doesn't seem worth it. Because you're running a 3-3-2 Pult line. But then the single prize Blaziken, this probably helps out a decent amount. This probably did well thanks to like going up against Goldangos, I bet. Having a single prize fire type. That might have been kind of what allowed them to be... Oh, yeah. Well, actually, they actually didn't beat a single Goldango. They tied 2 of them and lost to the other Goldango. Interesting. Huh. Alright, then. Interesting deck, though. Also, the Petch. I assume they don't play a Turo or anything, then. They're just get out of Retreat Lock. Do you play 2 TM Evo? Makes sense. A lot of Goldango continuing to do well. And here we get to our first Bunny Bomb at 28th. And our first Kanga Cone at 27. They both look like they're pretty straightforward builds. I think this is pretty similar to the build that we have been playing. I don't see a huge difference in what we had been playing, except for this one actually might be heavier gears than what I had. I might not have had that heavy of gear. No, I only had 3 gear and 3 cone. So I don't know what they added. I think a second charm. I think the last version we were playing only played 1 charm. And I think I also played 2 switch. So, but similar enough in the sense that has the same build. And then the low punny one, this isn't the one we've been playing most recently, but this is one I had built a while back that was playing Fan Rotom. I definitely want to play around with this deck tonight. For sure, I want to play around with this tonight. And then other than that, I don't really have a plan for the night. Other than I know I at least want to play this. Because this is a deck that I have wanted to be good. Because I just think it's kind of silly and kind of dumb a little bit. And I just want it to be a good deck. At the very least, to go play at I like local challenges and stuff. I think those are my preferred arts there. Oh no, Latias. Although I think with this deck, a lot of it is just making sure you are being mindful of what you are benching. Because this deck, you can really screw yourself if you overbench. And then you're like, oh shoot, I need a Klefki. Oh no, I have no space for Klefki. So definitely play around with this a bit. And then we'll play some other decks too, maybe. I don't know. I have no plan for the night. Although I am trying to decide. I didn't end up going to the Cup this past weekend because I had stuff come up. But I am planning to go to a Cup this weekend, and I'm not sold on what I'm going to play yet. Although it's most likely going to be Goldango. It's most likely going to be Goldango. Oh, bunny. And so I do want to play one of the Dango decks tonight. I don't know which one I want to play. Maybe the 6th place list. I think I liked the 6th place list better than the other list I saw. No, not the 6th place list. Is it the 7th place list I wanted to play? No, not the 7th place list either. Well, one of these lists I want to play. Alright, what do I want to lead with here? Maybe Laddie? It hates that I hate that I don't know more. I guess we could lead Duskull, because we're going to put Duskull down anyways. Duskull's going to enter the game anyways, but are we going first or second, actually? Okay, we're going first, so we can at least see what our opponent's playing and have somewhat of an idea. I actually don't know if they play... They probably tech us They probably tech a Psyduck. Alright, so we'll go Ditto. Ditto becomes Kanga, Bunny, Latias. That leaves open 2 spaces. So actually I could just grab Fan Rotom instead. Maybe we don't go Badoo. I don't think we go Badoo because I don't think we care about item lock since we're going second. Or we're going first. We're going second. Might not item lock them. Otherwise, though, we can just start taking knocks. Okay, let's do that. And then we can go to... we can turn to Fan Rotom to potentially take some, like a knockout on you. I didn't even check. Pidgeot is prized, isn't it? Yeah. We have Pidgeotto in hand, but Pidgeot is prized. That's disappointing, but it is what it is. Oh, we're also, I mean, we're banking the fact that they're going to put a stadium down. I mean, they're most likely going to put a stadium down. Okay, so do I commit to 2 Baneri then? So I'm not going to put the Pidgey down because it's kind of, well, I mean, if we attach, we potentially attack. We'll hold this for next turn. I'm assuming that's what this is. I'm assuming this is that. So we get this down. We get Pidgeot or Pidgeotto next turn. And things should be okay. Theoretically. Theoretically. Because I'm assuming we are playing Marnie. They leave Monkey inactive, so that way they can TM Evo the Frostlass. So best case scenario, we can draw into a boss. Which actually, since I just copied this person's list, I should definitely have their list open. 2 Darkness Energy, because I don't know how much... I don't know what their Gust is. 2 Boss. Okay. Ooh, no, is this is just pure okay, this is just pure Monkey Frostlass. Interesting, they're just going for item lock. Wait a second, did they not grab TM Evo? They didn't, they grabbed Bravery Charm, that's fine. We can still retreat. I mean, if we draw into Lopunny, I think we'll just start swinging here. I think that is what we'll do. Okay, we do get Hilda, so we can start attacking. But I don't think I care about Hilda. Or I don't think I care about, yeah, using Hilda. I would rather... I think I would rather boss here. Which we don't get. Okay. I'll just take a giant swing on this Badoo. Badoo escaped? No, Badoo died. 200 points more. Give me the Pidgeot. Okay, I'll take the other bunny. I'm hoping they just have a pretty dead hand otherwise. And I can pop a Dusk Noir this next turn. My hand stays the same. Or my hand's not getting disrupted, rather. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. What was the... It was TV. Okay. They're going to Unfair Stamp, which Unfair Stamp is fine. The only thing I cared about there was the Dusk Noir. Okay, we do get the boss, and we get the Hilda. Oh, that's actually... Hilda's actually better than the boss, I think. Yeah, Hilda's so much better, because we Hilda for Dusk Noir and Jet Energy. Jet Energy Kangas up into the active. Draw 2. Retreat into Lopunny. So that way we can still punch and kill Monkey Dory. Kill their Monkey Dory, pop Dusk Noir to get rid of one of their Frostlass. Give them a prize, sure. But hopefully draw into another Dusks to start building one. Maybe they have one prized? Yeah, both of them. Sad days. Sad days. But also Fan Rotom is now potential attacker. Yeah, we definitely gotta get rid of this Frostlass here. We can't have that. We can't have that. All right. First blast. Can't let too much damage build up. I go down to 3 prizes. They stay at 5. Long term, since we're just taking 1 prize here and there, it's gonna be slow going. I do like getting the Pidgeot. I do really like getting the Pidgeot. I don't know that I want to put it in play this turn. For it just to be building damage up. Actually, we could grab it, and our jamming tower is prized, though. I'm gonna say grab the jamming tower. I think we grab it to just grab... I think we do this to grab Dust. I know we have Artisan, but I'm more so thinking grab a Poffin to grab Dust just to thin 2 cards out instead of just thinning 1. Yeah. We take 1 damage counter, and they can only move 3 damage counters because we got rid of the other one. This one just had energy on it. They send up the Badoo. We'll be under item lock, which is fine because now we have Pidgeot online, so we can grab out whatever we want. Where, I mean, theoretically next turn, I think we just keep targeting down, even if they get down another Snow Run, which they probably do, we just keep targeting down Frostlass. Because now that, like I said, now that we have Pidgeot online, we can just open our deck and grab out Gust to just keep gusting this guy up. The Yveltal I don't really care about because we play Gen Energy and I still have 3 in deck, or rather 3 on board, and Pidgeot just grabs whatever we need. And you commit the Darkness Energy there, so you're not even grabbing it there. Again, the Iono doesn't... I don't care because Pidgeot's online. So I can grab whatever I want. Or we just get switched. Nice, that's cool. That's actually a great Iono hand. We switch into that, draw 2. Grab the opposite of what if we get a Dusk Noir, grab Rare Candy. If we get Rare Candy, grab Dusk Noir. Pop Dusk Noir. Take out the Frostlass. Go down to 2. Then go down to 1. Potentially we could have 1 prize left and they could have 4 prizes going into this next turn. I don't think we have to be too worried about Team Devo either. No, they even threw it away. They also don't think it's a big threat. They do get another Snow Run down, which again, we were expecting they would try to pop. Oh, and we're, I don't know, never mind. I was assuming they were going to go into the Yveltal. Interesting that they didn't go into the Yveltal. I was really expecting them going into the Yveltal. Huh. We could just Gale Thrust and take the knockout here. Or we could boss this and kill that instead. I think we boss and kill that. Stay where we are. That way there's only 1 Frostlass that could be on board. We go down to 2. Next turn we pop and we go down. Actually, we could pop this Dusclops, put 5 here on this Monkey Dory, and it just dies in between turns. Right? No. It comes on pass back. Never mind. That's not math. They could clear damage off of that in time. I mean, we could pop 5 and kill Badoo, but I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. We'll see where it stands next turn. We'll be under item lock again, but that's fine. We'll be under item lock again, but that's fine. Because we did get our third Hilda, so even if our hand gets disrupted, we pitch up for Hilda for Jet Energy, and Dust Noir, pop Dust Noir. Okay, yes, we have game next turn. Because unless they somehow get this Hilda out of our hand, it doesn't matter what they do here, no matter what, we take 2 prizes next turn. Unless they're able to push 30... Punched. I don't think they can kill our Dusclops. I might be missing something. Energy switch, maybe? No, counter catcher. Counter catcher, bravery charm. But if they're going counter catcher option, it makes me think they're going to attempt to clutch trap me. Okay, nope, they're going back for the itchy pollen route, maybe. Announce clutch. Do it. You're gonna brain fan Rotom, maybe? Take a prize? No. Alright. That's just game. The GG's. Or we just get the Dust Noir. That's crazy. Or we just get the Dusk Noir. Or we just get the Dusk Noir. Jamming Tower. 230. Good boy. And the Fez. Our pricing, honestly, in up against any other deck, that would have not been great, not having Fez or Jamming Tower. But, fun deck. Also, the Pidgeot being priced sucked, but we were able to climb to it. Which is kind of why I like running the 1-1-1. I like having the, Pidgeotto to find as like a Pokemon to draw into. Also, it's since free retreat, it's a pivot, and I do like the Fan Rotom being able to search it out. Oh, that felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. Let's play another. Let's play another. I think Garchomp might actually have been something I wanted to play tonight. I haven't played Garchomp like ever. But it did get 35th. Which is kind of cool. But I'm surprised they actually only played one of the Premium Power Pros. I was expecting them to be playing like a couple of them. Probably not a 4 of, but I was expecting them to be playing like 2 or 3. Opening the Ditto? Opening the Ditto? That's crazy. That's crazy. We're out here just opening the Ditto. Alright, this is a Mega Charizard deck. I was like, surely it's not just because of the card back. But then they attached Fire Energy. I was like, oh, it is. I don't know, part of me kind of wants to Iono. Part of me kind of wants to Iono to hopefully open up some more options, hopefully draw into some Poffins. We are missing 1 jet energy to the prizes. Let's run Aaron first. Maybe we'll hit a Lily. No, we'll hit a Poffin though. We will hit a Poffin though. Do I want a second Duskull? Do we think they play Psyduck? I don't know if Mega Charizard plays Psyduck. It might. I truly have no idea if Mega Charizard plays Psyduck or not. Well, because some Charizard decks, because this could just be a Charizard deck that techs in Mega Charizard. Which if that's the case, it could also be running Dusks. I don't think I want to fully commit. Maybe we do go Badoo. One of the Badoo was play. Badoo might not have been the play. Badoo might not have been the play, but that's okay. That's okay, because I only actually have 2 slots left. Urgh. Urgh, that might definitely not have been the play then. But actually, I could just hit Jet Energy off Hilda. Like that, though. That feels bad. It feels really bad, actually. Feels like exceptionally bad. Burn, 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 burn. Yeah, feels bad, but we're already in the process of doing it, though. Already in the process of doing it, though. Itchy Pollen for 10. I don't know that 10 matters, though. More so just trying to make sure they can't wear candy this turn. I think it's more so what I'm concerned with. And I know it would be pretty bad here. Interesting. They're just taking the knockout on Badoo. Interesting. 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 Gotta catch her that. We're hoping for the best here. We're hoping for the best here. John, not sure if you remember me, I played you the Atlanta original, kind of a stretch, but I have a Duke. Yes! Oh my god, I do remember that. It where we like Badoo passed for like 20 turns? Is that the one? Where we just kept Badoo passing? If so, I absolutely remember that. Yes! That was, honestly, I think I said it then, and I stand by it now. One of the, like, probably one of my favorite interactions that I had at a regional, because it was just so dumb, and I love it. It was so good. Oh, man, and I was, I did not do good. That was my first regional. Like we had talked about it then. Like I was not as locked in on the game as I should have been. Especially I shouldn't have been playing when I was playing. Shouldn't have been playing the version of ball. But I hope you've been well. Hope things have been good. That's so funny to come through. Actually, I uploaded. I think I might have talked about it. I did upload a vlog of going to my first regional, which was the Atlanta regional. I may have talked about our match in that. I can't remember if I did or not, but I think I might have. I vaguely remember mentioning it. Alright, I feel pretty good here. We got rid of their Charmeleon. I dropped after losing like 5 Dango back. And see, that's what I should have been playing if it was Gold Dango. That's what I should have been playing. Yeah, this does look like it's just straight Mega Charizard then. So again, well, no, if they were just trolleyed there. So if they had Psyduck, they would have thrown Psyduck out then. I think we're okay. Dango is what I ended up playing to NAIC. And specifically, I was playing Dango Polt. I say Polt. I removed the Dragapult from the deck. Because at the time, I was like, I don't think I'm expecting to see any Cornerstone. And I didn't end up hitting any Cornerstone. I just was bad at game. I mean, my bad, man. My in and win was... Or not my win and end. It was 2 matches prior to the win and end, I think. But I was already at, like, my most amount of losses I could have. And then I matched into Ethan's Typhlosion, and I was playing Goldango, and I was like, alright, thanks! I'm gonna go check out the... Okay, they didn't get another one set up. I might still boss that, though. I was like, cool, I guess I'll go check out the vendors. Actually, I could just wipe their Charmanders. No, I can't. Never mind. Well... No, I can't. I was like, if I could. Well, I could retreat. But I would have to hit another Jet Energy or a switch off of the Kangaskhan. That's kind of worth it to try that. And a prize. I would need to hit another Jet Energy or a switch. Well, I need energy no matter what. Okay, we hit Lilies. Okay, then I think we pop this anyways. Remove a Charmander. We do have a Jet Energy prized. So I could hit the Jet Energy. Hey, other than that, the dude had been great. Took a while to need a break from standard. Switched to Gym Leader Challenge for 5 months. Recently came back to probably Inzoro. Nice. And Inz is about to get that big help from the Zekrom in January. One of my buddies is a big Zero. Oh, but we need the energy. No, but we need the energy. That's sad. Oh man. Alright, it is what it is. I could go ahead and switch them back in. We gotta hit the Lilies anyways. Sucks. We needed the Jet Energy off the prize, want that. What does hitting Pidgeot do for me? Nothing, right? No. Alright, so we can't take them both off the board here, but I can still at least punch for 230 into them, which feels pretty good. 1 Jet, 1 Enriching. We gotta rip the Lily. Really all I got going for me here. Okay, cool, we hit the Jet. And we hit the Pidgeot. Yeah, my buddy's big Inzero fan, so he's very excited for Inzekrom. He's very excited for Inzekrom. I don't even know what I want to put into my hand here. I just put Lopunny and just evolve this Lopunny so that way it's there. Just for it to be one less thing I need next turn. Because I have Dusknoir here. Could put Rare Candy in hand. Let's put Rare Candy in hand. Might be able to do something with that next turn. Might be able to do something with that next turn. And if we could actually get one more Itchy Pollen, that actually would be good enough for a Dusclops. But we're only at 2 prizes right now. I mean, but Mega Charizard hits hard. Mega Charizard hits for 90 per fire energy. 90, 180. I think, what, just 4 they need? 9 times 4 is 36. Yeah, they just need 4 fire energy to kill a low bunny. Ah. Can't wait for the Zekrom. It's mainly the reason I picked up the deck. Gotta go for the night. Also, the algorithm show into your live. That is crazy. Small world. I really appreciate you swinging by. Really cool to see you. Thanks for the sub as well. Have a good night. So funny. Alright, Ultra Ball. Tell me you just gotta grab a Charmeleon. Tell me you don't have a rare can. Tell me you just gotta grab a Charmeleon. Because if they just grab a Charmeleon, we have game. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because we rare candy Dust Noir, pop Dust Noir, take 3 prizes, go down to 1 prize left. Whatever they send up with Pidgeot switch to Pidgeot, retreat to Lopunny, knockout, whatever they send up. Unless they like bench, like a Badoo for some reason and Badoo me. That could also happen. Okay, cool, we win. Cool. We just top deck the switch. That's crazy. That's crazy. We gotta stop top decking and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna give them like a count of 2. Okay. Like maybe they just want to click concede and save us the time of clicking buttons, but it's okay if not. There it is. GG's. That's a scary deck. We were able to keep their Charmanders knocked out. And kept them from being able to set up a Mega Charizard. Mega Charizard would have absolutely destroyed us there. Also, really would love to get this card at some point. Not for just for my collection, just because I really like this art. I'm assuming this card is still very expensive. I'm assuming it's very expensive. Is that how you spell? Yeah, that's how you spell things. It's only $60 right now, which is still very expensive, don't get me wrong. But $60 is honestly not that bad. Or I could get it to Japan for $35, which is probably what I'd end up doing for my collection eventually. Nice. Not terrible. I wonder if the price of any of these cards, like, moved around after the events of, after multiple people wanting to buy stuff. After the regional. I can't imagine it too much. Yeah, I can't imagine anything moved around that much. But yeah, that is the Lopunny deck. We've played this deck before. It's a fun deck. It's a fun deck. I do need to order myself like a second Lopunny though. I don't know that I will ever take this to a tournament. Maybe I will. I feel like this would be really fun to take to like a challenge. I don't know that I would want to take it to like a full cup. Just because I feel like this deck can beat itself if it doesn't set up, but I really like this build. I also really wish the shiny Ditto was cheaper than it is. Like, this shiny Ditto is like a $15 card. And as much as I would love to play with this card, I'm not going to spend $15 on that. Although I do want this card at some point. Maybe when it rotates, the price will drop on it. I doubt it, but maybe. Alright, cool. Let's check out... There was also a Slacking deck that got 37, which is kind of fun. Very silly that did well. Now, I wanted to play this specific build of Goldango. I can't remember what version it was, 13, 14, or 15. I want to try out I want to try out one playing Hops Cramorant. Is what I want to do, because I want to understand, is Hops Cramorant one? Oh, this one. Is it this one? is this one? Okay. Person got 14th place. They're playing TM Evo? Actually, you know what? I guess I can see the importance of TM Evo potentially for setting up low punny to keep your Baneri from getting killed. That's probably why they play the TM Evo. Never mind, that actually makes sense. Never mind, that actually makes sense. I was gonna be like, why are we playing Team Evo and Goldango? That makes sense. Prime Catcher, which I like. Otherwise, this seems like a regular build that we have been playing around with. The difference of the Team Evo and the Hops Cramorant. Which the reason for the Hops Cramorant is the Fickle Spitting. If your opponent has exactly... if your opponent doesn't have an axe exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does nothing. This is so you can, in the mirror match against Goldango, can continue to knock out Soul Rocks and Lunatones and keep a single board state. So the idea is, we open the game going second, we're playing against Goldango, we boss a Goldango and take a knockout, they boss a Gimmighoul, not a Goldango, a Gimmighoul and take a knockout. And I mean, then at that point, we could theoretically just go to Goldango, take a prize. We're now in the prize lead. They take 2 prizes from us with Goldango. They go down to 3 prizes left. We take out their Goldango. And we go down to 2 prizes left. They take out our Goldango and go to 1 prize left. We take out their Goldango and win the game. Or we go Hops Cramorant, keep a single prize board state, take the knockout on a Soul Rock or a Lunatone with like Prime Catcher. We now have 4 prizes left because they've killed 2 of our stuff and they have a Goldango. They then take a knockout and go down to 3 prizes left. Then we Goldango, take a knockout, go down to 2. I mean, it's still, I don't know, this is why I need to play it, because like playing it in my head, it just seems like it's not making a huge enough difference. I don't know, maybe it helps us if we're on the backhand. If we don't take the first prize, maybe that's the bet. If we don't take the first prize, we end up getting stuck going first. Our opponent takes the prize, we take a prize, they take a prize, and then once again they're to... Yeah, okay, so it's if we go first and we miss the first prize card. That's what it is. Okay, I see it now. I see it now. Even though, again, you can kind of do that with Soul Rock still with Boss. Just Boss and Gimmighoul, unless they evolve it. I don't know. Neither here nor there. What deck box do I want? How is there not a Gimmighoul deck box at this point? They need more deck boxes on this game. The fact that there are like 50,000 different Charizard, Charmander related ones makes me sick. Makes me sick to my stomach. Riolu. Riolu doesn't really have anything to do with the deck we're playing, but we could grab Riolu. No, we'll grab TCG Summer. And of course, the only card sleeves and coin. Would never play with a different sleeve or a different coin. Alright, let's go coin bonus, coin bonus, coin bonus, boss for game. All I want in life is coin bonus, boss for game. Do I want to go first? Never. Harvin for Nest Ball. Artisan for Lunatone. Fighting God for energy. Depends on what our opponent opens with, but we could potentially take a single prize knockout, or we use it for draw power. What if we open the Cram? What is the Cram's retreat? Retreat for 1. This deck does also not play a way for us to kill a monkey. Which is okay. Not a big deal. We can still punch the monkey for 7. It doesn't feel terrible. I mean, it gives them damage to move, but they have to, like, make that their energy attachment for the turn. Okay, we're playing against Polt. Which, if they use that for their... I mean, they... Depends on what they put down, then. Because maybe... And also what we top deck. Because there's a world where if they only get down 1 Dreepy, we try and chase it. Get down a Dreepy? What? That's terrible for them. That's terrible for them. Got a... All of our basics are here. Got a prized Goldango unless it's in hand. It is in hand. The Prime Catcher is there. 2 fighting energy prizes. So again, we could Prime Catcher the Badoo, kill the Badoo, remove their item lock if we want to chase like that, which we could. They're already playing from behind. We could continue to make them play from behind. We could continue to make them play from behind, but I mean, we'd be done with the Prime Catcher. How many boss in deck? A prized boss. 2 fighting prized. Aw. 4 cards in hand? I think we chase that. I think we chase that. I think we don't even let them get any momentum started. I think we don't even let them get any momentum started here, trying to stall us out. We get they have an Artisan, they can get a Dreepy down, but the fact that they didn't get a Dreepy down last turn means that they're living off a top deck here. Or they could have like a Lilies in hand or an Iono in hand. So they might not necessarily be living off the top deck, but... Okay, they go for their second Badoo, which is fine for us. That means they're leaving Badoo inactive. Meaning we will take another prize. I should have put down the balloon yet. But if we got Iono'd, which we do get Iono'd, I was like, the balloon being down is better than nothing. I'm okay with the Iono here, because we didn't have a great hand. Yeah, it's this. I absolutely just bench Gimme Ghoul. Evolve Goldango. Attack Badoo for an energy that I have in hand. Because they still did not get a Dreepy down? They still did not get a Dreepy down. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't need to do anything super special here. We might get Iono'd again. But almost no Polt plays more than 3 Badoos, so they're gonna have to be going for a Night Stretcher. Wasting a Night Stretcher if they want to keep us under item lock again here. Finally gonna see a Dreepy come down. They are gonna Night Stretcher for another Badoo. That's crazy. Not crazy that they're doing that. It makes sense that they want to keep us under item lock. It's crazy the fact that that we've gotten to this point. And a counter catcher, 2 counter catchers down. We don't get a new hand. So we do get a draw 3 off the Lunatone. We did shuffle the deck. We also have Arven in hand. So I mean we could just Arven for another Bloon, which we know is in deck. Arven back into Goldango and just attack, but they do get a Duskull down. I think that I'm more concerned with the Duskull than with the Dreepies now. They just pass as well, so we aren't even under item lock. Okay, cool. Cramorant. I think we just boss the Duskull, kill the Duskull. I think that's what I'm liking more than anything else here. Because unless they play Brick Hand, it's also going to take them 2 turns to get going here. I hate that we have 3 energy put out here, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now we actually will be under item lock though, so maybe that was bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have 2 energy left in deck. That was bad. We should actually fight Gong and put an energy in hand. And we can always Arven and actually... Never mind, this is fine. Even if they disrupt our hand, we can probably find Arven or the Balloon. This isn't the end of the world. This isn't the end of the world. This is fine. Artisan for another Dreep or for another Duskull. Another Duskull. Another Duskull I don't care about. So I'm about to go down to 2 prizes left. So for you to pop a Duskull and put me 1 prize away, like I'm kind of okay with that. You have to boss. That's okay. I was gonna have to use Balloon anyways, so I'd rather have Balloon on the one with no energy. So I'm very okay with this. Jamming Tower. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay. The Jamming Tower find is really good. I do play a second Artisan. I don't know if it's in deck, though. I do not know if the second Artisan is in deck, though. We'll just have to see what happens. Digipollen for 0. Or we could Turo, actually. No, we'll probably just Turo. Turo's literally in hand. Scrod. Cosmic Beam. Alright. Time for them to start attacking. They would need Rare Candy to do anything more than 250 points of damage. So they could grab this guy, pop a Dusk, put it here, and then attack into this to take a knockout. I'll Luch at another 10 damage here. They could take 3 prizes. They're just too far behind. They're just too far behind at this point. It's just, I mean, they can absolutely make some stuff happen here. And this game is not a lock for me at this point. I could still very easily get Iono to 2, or they pop the Dust Star, get Iono to 1, and not be able to recover from it. That could happen. That could happen. I'm hoping it doesn't. I hope it doesn't happen, but it could. So we have some draw engine online here. Oh, where did I get off the prizes? 1 energy and what else? Oh, just 1 energy. I don't know why I took 2 prize cards there. Nest Ball, probably checking to see if what's in deck, like if Haluj is in there. Because putting this guy back down was probably a bit of a risk. That's okay. They put it here, they have a third counter catcher. They're planning to take a knock. Or if they put it here, I mean, they could be trying to shut down Drop Power and take 2 prizes this way. I might be just taking 2 prizes this way. But I am assuming we get Iono to 1. Give me the other energy at least. No! Okay, the other Artisan was there. The other Artisan I don't really care too much about. Iono to 1. Give me a good card. That's a pretty good card if these 2 guys weren't about to get deleted. But the fact that these 2 guys are about to get deleted makes this not a great card. I mean, we still get to see 4 cards minimum next turn. Maybe more. Potentially more. Bear is attacking for free right now for them. Hopefully whatever we get, we can shuffle the deck before we start doing coin bonuses. Since the majority of the cards we want just went to the bottom of our deck. Because 3 of our superiors are on the bottom of the deck, and Energy Search, or both Energy Search cards, a Super Rod, another of our energies. So I would like to shuffle the deck before we do anything too much to give us a higher likelihood of hitting the superiors. That's crazy. Yeah, this person has just not had great draws. Which, I mean, they might not even take this out and just try and get damage on someone else. But, I mean, taking this out is their better play. They should absolutely take out the Lunatone. Because if they only kill the Soul Rock, then all I have to do is find another Soul Rock. If they kill the Lunatone, I have to find 2 cards to get that drop power back online. But I could also see them wanting to get damage onto Goldangos. Because, I mean, right now they can't go another Dusk Noir route, so they are just going to try and set up. We are hoping to hit Boss Superior. Boss Superior's game. And absolutely take that out, so we will move up. Neither Goldango really matters, because it's either punch this one, and then next turn boss it, put 6 damage counters, or punch this one, put 5 damage. It doesn't really matter. Vessel's pretty good. Let's draw 1. Lunatone's pretty good. Draw 2. Does Arvin get us there? I think it does. Arvin, these 2 weigh 4 energy. That's 300. I need 1 more energy that I don't have. So Superior weigh Lunatone, and TM Evo. How many energies in deck? 1 energy in deck. No, that's not enough cards. Not enough cards. Let's grab Nest Ball. Not enough cards, unfortunately. Can we piece it together? Could've. And we had 1 more turn. think we put this down just in case we get bossed, or just in case we get Iono'd again. Just to punch them for the 1 energy they know I have. They don't have a 4-price turn here. So we punched for 5 just because if we get Iono'd, it just gives me a better chance, or it gives me 1 less energy that I'll need off of a superior. You know, a superior I get 200. We could have punched for that, could have done more. Are they going to take out the Fez? I mean, they're definitely going to put the 2 tins here. But this could be because they're planning to dive. No, they're going to take out the Fez. And take a 3-price turn. And then they're going to Iono us to 1. Which is why I like that we put down the Lunatone. Putting down the Lunatone was strong. Not strong. Strong is not the right word. Was smart. This doesn't matter at all. Unless they're planning to Iono. I don't think this 3 damage doesn't matter either. Actually, no, it doesn't matter this turn. No, it doesn't. Yeah, the Iono we were expecting. Our bosses suck. Suck that we lost them. Both of our bosses went to the bottom of the deck. Terrible, useless card. They shuffle their deck. I would have been better to just knock that. Okay, they didn't kill this, so we'll send up this Skoldango. So... Actually, no, we don't send up this Skoldango, because this Skoldango gets killed by Bear. Make them need boss, as well as getting their Bear back. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. So I want to draw first. 2 boss... to the bottom. I don't think I think I'm fine with those staying on the bottom for now. Sucks. Sucks. Wow, that sucks. Wow, that's pretty awful. That's pretty awful. Dang. Okay, well. I mean, they just bossed Lunatone in its game. I was hoping to hit the Soul Rock or one of the Nest Balls or Arven. I know we weren't hitting boss, but, I mean, come on. There are so many other cards to hit in here, where even Artisan would have been great. Alright, can they do it? Do you have the boss? Do you got the boss? Ultra Ball for Bear doesn't matter, I mean, because if they have boss... Actually, Ultra Ball... for Bear actually is game. Never mind, that is game. Yeah. Monkey Door over the 2s. Punching for the 5 was actually bad. That's okay. Punching for the 5 was actually bad. Yeah. Yeah. We're a couple cards off. It is what it is. That's why I said earlier, I was like, we're in a winning position, but game's not over until game's over. We were taking good prizes up until that point, but I mean, that so much becomes the late game for Gholdengo. Gholdengo gets Iono down, and if they cannot recover from it, if they cannot hit cards that they need to hit. Goldango flounders. So if you can get them down to that low, but I mean I think we still did right by everything we did. I think honestly what we should have done was we shouldn't have attacked. It was pointless in the long run. I was like, oh, you know, just get the extra damage there. But I mean, we knew we were gonna get Iono'd. So at no point would we have ever had, because my thought was we punch for 50. That way, down the line, I just need one superior because I have 2 energy in hand. But we knew we were getting Iono'd, so we never should have punched. Punching was what lost us the game, because otherwise they would have needed boss. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. Alright, let's see who we're playing into this time. They have won the coin flip. Are we going first or are we going second? I assume we're going first. We sure are. We sure are. Ooh, okay. Solrock opening Artisan for Lunatone against Slowpoke. Okay, were we Artisan and gonna Gimmiggle down? I don't know, do we? I actually don't know what to do in this matchup. Let's check, do a very quick glance at prizes. A prize Dango. 2 prized bosses? 2 prized bosses. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't want to give them Artisan if I don't have to. I want to give them Artisan. I don't think it's important to get a Goldango down, or to get a Gimmighoul down this turn. I don't think that's important. I mean, Arven for Poffin for them is fine, or even Secret Box. They might just get their own Artisan. I just don't want to be the one to give them Artisan, because I assume this is just the like Slow King Kyurem deck. I'm sorry, was that an Aerodactyl? What? What is this for? Evolves from Old Amber. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it putting the highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. And it does 100 damage. Oh shoot, so that kills Dragapults and any stage 2 deck actually. Guardies, Charizards. Well, unless they're Charmeleon is the 110 one. Yeah, it is Natu. Actually, you know what? We should have just put down. Should have put down. That way we could have. That way we could have killed this turn. All right, you down. You down. I will not get Kyurem to death. You will not be able to kill me with Kyurem. And we just take a prize. You will not be able to Kyurem wipe my board. My board will not be subject to Kyurem. This is gonna be a rough one just because it's a single prize deck that can put a lot of damage counters out on field. Natu does have to go to benched, right? It does have to go to bench, so that's why they permitted this. This is a fun art. Oh, yeah, I was still looking at that. The coins, fez, fish card, put it in hand. To shelf your deck of tails, your card. So, they play 4 different Slowpoke arts. Oh, they play 2 of the same. But these are all 3 the same, with the same attacks, just different. This one's the shiny one, that's the IR. Ooh, we do have a Fez to go after at some point. Get 2 prizes. Alright, we just gotta hope they don't have anything. They haven't academied at 9 yet. They haven't put anything on the top of the deck. They also need another energy. Well, they just need jet energy to get back into active. And there's their jet energy. And then they can academy at 9 something. Okay. So they probably... Okay, they Ultra Ball for Kyurem. Take 3 prizes. Man, that sucks. That's crazy. Good for them. They probably wipe all 3 of my Gimmigholes if I had to guess. Yeah, I definitely should have put the Gimmies in active earlier. Or in play earlier than I did. That's crazy. That's crazy. And they do it again. They could Prime Catcher and take out the Slowpoke. To at least stay in the game. If I punch this, I mean, then they just set up another one. I mean, I know this is allowing them to not to here, but I feel like we've got to stay in the game somehow. And if they're able to wipe all this, I could put Genesect down. But I feel like it doesn't do a whole lot for me if they can just take it out anyways. Alright, we'll at least bench something. This is... I should have absolutely put the Gimmighoul down going first. So that way I could have evolved it to keep it out of range. I wasn't even thinking. It doesn't even matter that this guy's a 3 retreat. I mean, Jet Energy is how they get back into active. Because they have to keep it on the bench anyways to make use of the Xatu. So then putting up the 3 retreat Slowpoke doesn't necessarily mean anything. Although I don't understand why you would play this Slowpoke. Sure, it's 80 HP. I don't know. I don't know that it matters against Dragon Bolt that much. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Kyurem back in hand. Show me that jet energy. Show me that jet energy. That sucks. That sucks so much. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I can only attack the bench. Like, I'm surprised you didn't take the one that had energy on it already. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. They take the 3 prize cards. I was for some reason thinking they had one more prize to take. I don't know why I was thinking they had one more prize to take. That the other Soul Rock ever mattered. That's crazy though. We should have just put down the Gimmighoul But again, we see that deck once every, like, 3 months. Not a deck we see often. I wonder if anyone played it to the regional. Let's look. Let's look at the metagame. Did anyone play Slowking? 9 people played Slowking. That's crazy. The best record was 682nd place with a record of 431, which was not enough to make it in. That's funny. It's very funny to me. Bravery Charm, Boss, Risky Ruin. Is this Blood Moon? The single prize Blood Moon deck, I guess? No, Mega Kangaskhan. Interesting. I don't know what this is then. Intern. I got Pokemon on the bench. Pokemon on the bench. Precious Trolley. Okay, this is just Absolbox. I haven't seen Risky Ruin, though, in this before. I mean, I guess it's a way for them to generate damage. I mean, I guess I kind of see it. I just haven't seen it in the deck before. Oh. We could start drawing. We could Arven for Nest Ball. Nest Ball for Genesect, grab 2 Dangos, evolve, draw 2, retreat, draw 2. I don't think we would ever find enough energy. I mean, if we found fighting energy, we could shuffle 3 more. I mean, there's a world where we could find enough energy to take a knockout this turn. I just don't see it. I also don't know why they didn't put down Cornerstone. Cornerstone was absolutely what I was expecting to come down there. Or is what I would expect to come down if this was Absolbox. Because they knew exactly what I was. They knew exactly what I was playing. Give me 2 good cards. That's not exactly what I was looking for. I mean, that's energy, but not the energy I wanted. Give me 2 better cards. Okay. I'll take an Artisan. Okay. Punching for 100 is not good because then they just attach energy switch attack. They have Latias, so we just pass. We only attack when we can take a knockout. As step away from back, you'll win him, son. We're not losing. They need 2 energy to get the Kangas, or either the Kangas or the Absol. which means they could easily get with a energy switch, which I know they play. But we had fun with the low punny deck. We played a few games with it. It's good. Now we're trying out just a different version of Goldango. Which, I mean, I feel like at this point, every version of Goldango is pretty much the same to me. Like, it's just different tech cards, but I feel like it, unless you play against specifically what the tech is for, I'm not actually getting a new and interesting experience. I don't know. I don't know what I want to play next. I want to swap it up and play another deck before we get finished stream. Something I haven't played in a bit. Like I said, I was looking at this Garchomp deck, but I just don't know enough about Garchomp to know if I would actually be able to figure it out fast enough to do anything with it. There was a Joltik box that got 88. I might play Joltik box. It's been a while since I've played Joltik box. But I do like Joltik box. Okay, they are energy switching, punching for 200, and probably getting rid of our superior. Maybe we'll try this deck next. Pulling it off the king. Oh no, they actually have to pull it off this because they need 2 darkness to attack for 200. For Claw Darkness. Gotta be a superior. No way it's the boss. I would love it if they got rid of one of these two. So I don't need those at all, but they won't do that. Gotta be the superior. Gotta be the superior. And we absolutely want to kill the Absol. We don't want to kill anything else. But we don't want a boss here. Energy and discard. Win bonus for 2. I don't want to put these in my hand. Although we're hopefully going to kill the Absol, so it won't matter what we put in hand. Because we're going to kill the Absol, so they won't be able to remove anything else from our hand. Dude, that's so many bad cards. Vessel for our 2 final energy. $100, $200, $300. Actually, that is enough. Okay. Okay. Because we were able to bump the stadium and they weren't able to get the stadium back up, we are able to hit for 350 for knockout. And they have no attacker set up. We get our 2 energy off that. They have no attacker set up, so theoretically, they should not be able to attack us this turn. They could start going into Yveltal's stall, though. That is most likely what they're going to be looking to set up here, is a Yveltal, so they can grab like our Genesect and just clutch it in active. While we sit here and look like a fool. Alright, Machinations, that's fine. Double Nest Ball. Vessel can go. Arvin, Dango. And Baloo. That's fine. Percy wants to come into the room, so let's let him in. Artisan for another monkey? That's fine. I mean, I need to find another superior. My discard is bugged. There it is. We need to find our final superior. Oh, or we just need... Or just need Arvin then for it. Actually, is it in deck? It is in deck, okay. Rant. Nice. Nice. No, I could have just bossed. I know I could have just bossed, but I wanted to use the Prime Catcher. I wanted to click the Prime Catcher. And it was only one more button to click, so it's fine. And I played it quickly. I didn't use my... I could have done another coin bonus. I could have done another coin bonus, but I didn't. I'm not a dick. When I have game, I take game. That's fun. Good game. Yeah, I feel like that's like an easy like matchup. I don't know. I still don't. I mean, we didn't come across the map. I want to play the mirror to see how much the cram matters. But for now, probably playing 2 more games before we wrap up for the night. So I want to play Joltik Box for those last 2 games. It's been a long time since I last played Joltik Box. It has been a long time since I last played Joltik Box. But I am excited to play it right now. Because I did enjoy this deck when I used to play it. I thought it was a fun deck, but it's just one of those decks that, I don't know, I didn't love enough. And I just found other decks that I had more fun with. I also changed specific arts to typically whatever card I use in real life. Just because I think it's better for me if I use the same art that I use in real life. Because it just helps me recognize cards I'm looking for. Because I'm like, oh yeah, this is the card I normally would look for when I'm shuffling through the deck. I think we just grabbed the Galvantula. I don't think anything else will do it better unless there's an actual Joltik deck box, and I don't think there is, no. The Galvantula works. Joltik box. And of course, a box deck is a toolbox deck. So it is a deck that uses multiple different Pokemon to attack. The main idea of this one is we attach an energy to Joltik going second, use Joltik charge to pull out 4 energy, 2 lightning, 2 grass, and attach them however we want to. And then depending on the matchup is who we're attaching it to. We're either attaching it to Pikachu to take out pesky Goldengos, or attaching it to Iron Hands to amp you very much for multiple prizes. Also, this Pikachu gets super broken. I mean, it's already broken enough as it is. I say broken. It has the, the Resolute Heart. It can't be one shot without a damage already being on it. But in Ascended Heroes, which is coming out in January, there is a new Pokemon tool card that is coming out for it. That is the Light Ball, which when attached to a Pikachu, means that the Pikachu's attacks hit for 50 more damage. So this Topaz Bolt will now hit for 350, which means it's one-shotting basically anything that matters, which is crazy. Very crazy. So yeah. And of course, I love this Miraidon. I've been playing this specific art of Miraidon since the Miraidon deck rotated last year, and I miss that deck every day. I miss that deck every day. It has been a while since I played this deck, though, so I might miss sequence. I hope not to. But I might miss sequence. Let's see. We obviously want to go second. Going first isn't the end of the world, but it already puts us a turn behind. Which I mean, most decks go away if, you know, they miss their setup. Which I mean, I argue that. Like, saying Goldango going first sucks. But Goldango going first, I'm still able to set up next turn, you know? Whereas this deck going first, I have to Jolting Charge. I mean, I could Crispin. In some cases, you can. Okay, we are going second here, so we do get to Jolting Charge. Is this Kingacone? If this is Kingacone, I actually think I would just want to go hands here. Set up Iron Hands. And maybe just... I actually didn't expect the Cornerstone to be what came down. I don't know actually what we want to do here then. We have a Nest Ball, so we can Nest Ball from right on and get anyone out. I mean, we could go Mew. That'd be kind of crazy. Just flip coins back at them. I mean, then they just one-shot us. I don't know. Handsing and just arm pressing for 100 on the Boopalunt. Or just being able to punch the Ogre seems pretty fun. I don't know. I actually don't know what we want to do here. We also do have Mega Mawa, which we could set up. We have Mega Mawa that we set up. I mean, that gets 2 shots. Also do have Galvantula, which does have an ability, so it can't hit into Cornerstone. But it can hit into that. It doesn't have weakness, but it would still hit for 180. Minus down to 120. I think we just grab hands. I didn't even know that we needed to grab Miraidon here. I mean, I guess we could just... Tandem Unit to get the hands from our deck out. Maybe grab Pikachu as well to Crispin too. And at least get another energy in hand for next turn. Yeah, I don't know here. Jolting Charge. Alright, we hold 1 lightning in hand. So we go grass here and the rest to hand. So that we have lightning that we can either attach to Pikachu to attack for 300, which will go down to 60, or attach for here if we want to amp like the monkey for whatever reason. But they need Crispin to attack this turn. Which is why I'm kind of surprised they chose to go first. I wouldn't have expected them wanting to go first. So I think we just arm press Boof for 100. Well, no, they take 60 less damage. Yeah, it's still 100 though. I mean, we're still dealing 100. We're dealing 160. So just get rid of a Boof. Or just boss this one up. And just punch it for 100. It'd be 3 turns of punching for 100, but... I think we just take out a Boof. I think we just take out a Boof. I should have attached to Pikachu. That's fine. again. Attached to Pikachu, I mean, they can easily get the Boothallon back. They play 3, and they play Recovery, so they can easily get the Booth back, but on the off chance that they don't, they get Arvin, they get the Booth back. But if they didn't, that would have been pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool. Other booth is prized? Other booth is prized? They do take out my hands, though, which does suck. But the other booth is prized. Ooh. I like that. I like the other booth being prized a lot. Start for 1. I don't think there's anything I want in S-Ball. I don't think anything I want here. The flip prescript doesn't do anything for us. The flippy prescripty does nothing for me. Boom, 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 boom. Feel like back. This is still a metal attack. Like a Crispin too. They do get the booth back down. There's no easy 2-prizer for us to kill. I mean, I could Crispin to Pikachu, but they're just gonna boss and kill me. Okay. Maybe the next turn they can just boss and get that. We probably should have put this down. The draw for 1 probably wasn't worth it. I mean, we could punch for... Oh no, but that gives them Monkey, though. That does give them Monkey. That does give them Monkey. I was like, we could just punch for 300, but then they Monkey over, and then they just kill. Not what we want. Not what we want. Huh. I think we definitely misplayed by putting the Mew down. Putting the Mew down was definitely a misplay. I mean, they probably just boss and hope to flip heads on one of these two. What's in my deck still? Okay, we retreat to this Joltik that I'm putting down. We send to this hands, and we hope to hit a... We hope to just boss next turn. That has to be the win con. Let's just defend a card out of the deck. Pretty sure there's a bit of grass in there. Yeah. Like, I am fairly certain there's a grass in there. Again, I mean, if they have boss and they flip heads, but they don't have game with boss. They need boss and a head flip. Which could easily happen. Easily could happen. But maybe luck will be against them and no flip tails. And then I draw a card and look at the top 7 for boss for game. Man, then flipping that heads for the hands turn 1 was great. Well, I shouldn't have put down the Mew. I shouldn't have put down the Mew without being able to have a Bravery Charm. Because the draw 1 didn't do anything for me. I think it's just I haven't played with Mew in for so long. I was like, yay, I get to put Mew down. Okay, pinning the monkey. That does take away my win con. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Now I can't really attack anywhere because I know they have monkey energy in hand. So they just put down monkey and energy move the 3. I think that's just game for them now. Let me think. I don't know that there is anything that we can necessarily do. Because I don't have another stadium bump, do I? No. I guess future booster capsule do 20 more damage. No, because I'm still only hitting for 110 onto the boofs. And if I can still trap the boof in active, maybe that'll be enough to... They won't be able to... They, for some reason, won't have balloon. I don't know. I don't know what that would do. I mean, I could punch the cornerstone and just hope they don't have another energy. I mean, well, I know they have energy in hand. But then they would have to... Oh, hold up a second. They can't attach energy and also... I mean, they need air balloon. Air balloon fixes it for them. But I think this is my best track to victory. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Most likely they grab it. Most likely they grab it. Air balloon, monkey, energy's game. No, wait, because I'm at 260 actually. Because of the stadium. But on that's their attach. Oh, but it's the Galvantula. They grab boss. They grab boss for the Galvantula. Yep. I was like, oh, they can't get enough damage to get up. They only need one more prize. That one I don't actually... I mean, obviously putting down the Mew was a misplay for me. But I mean, if they would have flipped heads, it would have been a different story as well. Oh. Alright, we'll play one more game before we wrap up for the night. One more Joltic box. I don't know, I felt pretty good for that being a matchup I have not played on either end. And also have not played Joltic box in a while. I'm still surprised with some of their choices they chose to, though. And they still won, but I'm still perplexed by choices they made. Hey, we just went and put down the Muto. Oh, not that. Okay, but we do have future boosters, so that's actually not terrible. Mega Abomasnow? Who plays that? I'll show you what Mega Abomasnow is as soon as we draw our mulligan cards. Mega Abomasnow is... Oh wait, done. Mega Abomasnow is Hammerlanch. Discard the top 6 cards of your deck. This attack does 100 damage for each basic water energy that you discarded in this way. It's a very, very memey deck. That's so silly. What is Mega Abomasnow weak to? Is it grass? Yo, can I click what I'm trying to click? No, it's steel? Why is it steel? What? Sure. Why is it steel? You're weak to water, though, yeah. We have to put a Miraidon down anyways. I'd rather thin the one out of the deck. Put down Miraidon. Tandem unit for hands, which we already have a hands. Actually, do we just pull Joltik? No, I want to thin the deck. How much HP does Abomasnow have? 350. Gross. That's why I was hoping it was weak to grass. Oh, I also don't have energy, though. I am realizing that. I am realizing I don't have energy, so I do need an Arven. So thinning the deck is good. Mew's not even in the deck. I was gonna grab Mew to potentially give me a higher draw potential. Oh, that sucks. I mean, we could hit Crispin as well. Cool. No doubt, 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 no doubt. How much energy do you think you have? I don't know how much energy they should play. They probably play a lot, but they're also using, like, subs. I figured they might have a Surfing Beach, but also hoping they had a small enough hand that they wouldn't hit Surfing Beach. And a Lily, they might get an attack off this turn, then. They already have the energy they need. They get an attack off this turn. Dope. Love that. Love that. They could whip it. Secret Box and Boss gone. Only 100 damage done. Please, oh please, give me energy. Yeah, that is energy. That is energy. Not energy I would want on Joltik, but it's fine. Joltik probably is going to die anyway, so... What's it matter anyways? Surfing Beach doesn't... Or using a boss, because they have Surfing Beach down, so it doesn't matter. We're going to set up this hands instead of this hands, because this hands they need 3 energy discarded for. This hands they only need 2 energy discarded for. Yeah, they'll probably play Cypher to put energy... To stack energy, I would imagine. I can't imagine they just Hammerlance and hope. I mean, they did that turn, but I can't imagine that's the strategy. Is to just hope, because you're discarding 6 of your energy. Kyogre, this attack does 20 damage for each basic water energy card in your discard pile. Okay, so this one, they're getting the energy there, and then they're attacking with Kyogre. Right now, they're only doing 20 damage. I don't know what they petrol for here. Okay, for boss, which they can't use because they petroled. But you're just doing my job for me. This is who I wanted an active. Oh, and then they shuffle the energy back into their deck. Oh, interesting. Okay. Cool. I could go for another Jolting Charge and set up another hand, which I feel like is probably better. I obviously could just attack with hands and take 2 prizes. But I think we probably want to set up another attacker, right? I only have 4 energy, or 3 energy that I can do, because I can only do 2 lightning and 1 grass. So we could set up Pikachu, but I feel like Pikachu isn't what we want in this. I feel like we gotta go hands. And we just have to hope we survive this turn. But I feel like we need a second hand set up. I'm just hoping for the best here. Alright, they're setting up a second Abomasnow. They could Surfing Beach and go for an attack. Which it looks like is the plan. They do have a boss in hand. They're going to boss up the one that's loaded with energy. And they are going to hopefully whiff. No! Okay, but it doesn't kill, so we're fine. We're fine. Everything's super chill. Everything is super chill. Everything is super chill. It's not that chill right now. We'll see how it is after going into our next turn. It might be super chill. Right now, it's not super chill. Hammerly, it's just like you're gonna throw away so many of your good cards. Which I mean, throwing their secret box away was kind of crazy. Explorer's Guide. Look at the top 6, put 2 of them in your hand, discard the other cards. Are you trying to deck out? Okay, they're going for a Riptide. Which does kill my hands. That is true. Shuffles the energy back in. We're going to send this hands up. Can I get a Crispin? Oh, sure can. Love that. Love that for me. I didn't want Crispin anyways. So I get Crispin to start setting up this other hands, that would have been fantastic. I need 2 energy to get the kill here. I have 4 Crispin and we couldn't have drawn into one. I don't have any boss they play, so I mean we could use a Pikachu to try and buy us a turn. I assume they play multiple Surfing Beaches, so even bumping the stadium might not do that much. And we play no hand disruption. Ooh, okay, they had a 3rd energy for their second attack, which is 200 damage. They play hand disruption though, so there goes our Crispin and our 2 basic energies. I was super excited to start stacking on hands. We have 1 lightning in deck and 2 grass that we just got shuffled back in due to that. But I think we just hope for the best here that they aren't able to boss and kill. Does Arven... Actually, Arven for Super Rod? Arven for Super Rod to put the lightning energy back in. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And we'll hope for the best. Oh, I don't know why I would grab Power Glass. I don't know. I don't think any of the options there matter. Actually, maybe they try and just put Balloon in hand. Maybe they try and stall us somehow. I don't know. We just hold Balloon in hand. I don't think the extra 50 damage matters. This only hits because this only hits for 200. The Riptide, there's no energy in there for them to make use of for the Riptide. I mean, we're just living off of, do they have boss and can they hit 3 water energy? For either the hands or the Miraidon. Like, they have 2 options of knockouts. Got to see what they can hit. Alright, cool. That's good. Just lost Kyogre. Ampia very much. Ampia very much. We could have also taken the Snover. Could have also taken the Snover, but I just like that we killed 3 Kyogres for game. I think that's funnier. We amped 3 different Kyogres for game. Mega Abomasnow, very much a silly deck. Very much a silly deck. But I mean, when it works and you get to hit 600 damage, that's kind of cool. You know, that's kind of cool. Alright, that's going to do it for me tonight. Played a handful of different decks tonight. I enjoyed all the decks we played. Like I said, it's been a while since we played Joltik Box. I think I still am having... another silly deck is this Lopunny deck, but I just have so much fun playing it. It's so silly and dumb. I love it dearly. And I love it dearly. It's so good. I need to order myself a second Lopunny so I can actually go play this in person. Because I have all these cards except for... I only pulled 1 Lopunny. But to be fair, I didn't get to open a booster box because I wasn't able to get my hands on a booster box for Phantasmal. And I pulled it from my pre-release. But yeah, that'll do it for me tonight. I will be back live on... When am I back live? Wednesday. We're streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Wednesday we'll be live with our Pokemon Gen 5, Pokemon Black, Hardcore Nuzlocke, Randomized Nuzlocke. We are a decent way through it. I couldn't tell you. How many? Level cap 35? That doesn't sound right. Maybe we're on the 6th gym? I can't remember. Pokemon Black Gym Leaders. Seraphine. I mean, maybe that is right. What would level cap 35 be? Oh, yeah, we're about to take on Skyla. We're about to take on Skyla, so we are at the 6th gym. So on Wednesday's stream, we theoretically will take on Gym 6 and Gym 7. We'll see how that goes, because that's around the time where you have to do a lot of, like, the side plot of it all. And then next week, the next couple weeks, streams are going to be kind of weird. Near the end of the week next week, on Thursday, I go for... to get a wisdom tooth removed. So I will not be streaming at all Thursday through the end of the week. And then the week after that, on the 19th, on Friday, I go to get the other wisdom tooth removed and a root canal. So I will not obviously be streaming that weekend either. I don't know in between the two what streams are going to look like, because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling. So there's that. Hopefully uploads should stay as normal. I'm trying to get a little bit ahead of that over the next couple days, but we'll see how that goes. Right now, I have only recorded this current week that we are in's videos. So we'll see by the end of the week if I can get that. Yeah, I don't imagine I'm gonna be good. I'm not super pumped about it. Not super pumped about it, but that's going to be it for me tonight. So I will see you all back on Wednesday. And we'll probably not start the Soul Silver Shiny Nuzlocke until the new year. Just because I have so much going on at the end of this year with Wisdom Teeth stuff that I just don't want to start that right now. And I'm still trying to decide how I want to handle it, what I want to do going forward. But anyways, have a good night, everyone. See you Wednesday.